Alright, now to commit suicide, essentially. Alright, grab this here dirt, and let's run into the center of that guy right now. Alright, need one more block to put on the ground right there. And let's do this. Ow. Alright, there we go.
Sound resumed.
Turn off the power.
Cool, that makes things a lot easier.
Thanks guys, I believe that
I
worked.
noticed.
Yes, that indeed did work. I can now drop from pylons. Alright, now let's grab some stuff from over here. Still not good enough.
Apparently my glider's
Okay.
not working.
I'm gonna watch my client one more time. Now it's been a few minutes. My hopes are not very high, but you know, maybe.
Alright, so I need elemental awareness, fabrication, damaging discharge, painful loss I can't get for a long
I
time.
kind of like this hardcore darkness mod, honestly. It looks kind of cool.
Hardcore darkness is actually really good for immersion, at least for nighttime and darkness stuff.
Yeah, it's just I'm so high strung that it would probably cause me endless heart attacks.
I don't doubt that. I've definitely jumped in my chair quite a few times when I get shot by a skeleton from out of nowhere.
Is it
find that
configurable? Like,
You can change it so that it's not as dark. Like, you can have it set so that the overworld darkness, when you're up on the surface, is the light level is configurable based upon the cycle of the moon is in. But underground
that's
is
not
pretty
what I
much pure darkness, or you don't have the mod installed.
Okay, so that obliquely answers, but mostly misses several questions.
Okay.
Question 1: can I have it so that it only affects skylighting, so that caves
No.
look completely unchanged?
No.
And question 2: I didn't hear your answer, because I was in the middle of asking question 2. Question 2 is: can I make it so that forget about moon, just globally, that the darkness effect on the surface is less extreme than this?
Potentially. I know you can set it so that it will change the darkness levels based on the cycle of the moon.
Yeah, I understand that. But I said forgetting the moon, like, so even no moon, right?
It has
Still bright and
three
yes.
settings. One is the end is not pitch black. 2 is configurable based on night cycle of the moon, and the third one is default everything except for light sources is pitch black.
Right. And what was the answer to number 1? I.e., can I make it only affect skylight?
I don't believe that's possible. The only way it affects skylight is with the cycle of the moon, and you have to turn that on.
Right. Alright, then I will not be touching that.
I really like it. It just has one real problem for me, and that's when morning comes, it takes quite a while for it to light up properly. When realistically, when morning comes, it gets bright very quickly.
Well, that's just because of the lighting engine in Minecraft being shit. Well, they're talking about other things at the moment. And I need to figure out how to get a little bit more progression into this. I know that I would have to go around and get all the types, but can I make the compass? I doubt that. Yeah, I definitely can't make the compass. I can't do anything with fabrication yet. So I apparently just needed to wait a second before sticking these in. I have a lot of progress. Oh, thank goodness the pylon compass. Alright, let's get started on Chromaticraft. Alright, so I need smooth stone and a stone type.
Sound resumed.
That's usually
that-
true.
Yes,
In
but
vanilla, yes, but not with like whatever it was we were talking about, special
Mods,
mobs,
yeah.
infernal mobs, something
Mods
like
can
that.
completely ignore that. Like anything else.
now you see why I'm saying that if you're calling infernal mobs hardcore, you kind of gotta call special mobs, because it while it does have a few things that you know are fairly simple, there are ones that are just broken.
Mechanisms, armored vanilla mobs that can one-shot you.
Hey, those are perfectly balanced and fun.
Keep away from mechanism.
I'm here.
So
Hey,
the fun
you
is that
mounts.
you can remove tools.
Yes.
You might find
keep-
this funny.
But keep in mind, with survival
Message
industry,
received.
it's all about rotary craft. So, I mean, I generally try to avoid external tech mods that
Yeah.
do pretty much the same things that rotary craft can do.
If my first argument is the game's gamma setting, then set the gamma to be argument 2, correct?
Well, this is true, but that's the exact fundamentals of the code are not important here. But remember, you were talking about how the brightness option is better called a gamma.
Yeah.
Internally, it's called gamma.
Lovely.
It's just called brightness for the actual slider. Everywhere else, it's called gamma.
It's also called gamma in the options file.
Yep.
Gray, add that to your localizations thing.
No, I'm only doing Rotorcraft.
Aww.
Oh, by the way, speaking of localization, did you notice I changed the name of all the wands in Chromaticraft? They're now all called
Nope.
stars. So excavation star, transformation star, because I think it looks better for what they are.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I haven't progressed enough to see those yet, but I did see the ethereal barrier, so I like that you took that change into account.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
be
your
right
name is much
back.
better.
Once I figure out the next step of progression. It's been so long
Just
since I've done
a
this.
quick out of the
Sound muted.
Alright, so I need some more leather, so I'm going to put a bunch of fortune on this scythe, both for now and for later. And there we go, fortune 3, looting 3. Now we have plenty of fortune on this scythe, so we will get lots of seeds. When we get around to actually doing canola, we'll get a ton of canola as well. And I've been meaning to do that for a long time as well. Alright, so alright, everything's replanted. Now we breed the cows.
Message received.
Now we wait for those cows to grow up, and then we will murder them with the scythe. Alright, so the next step for Chromaticraft is, I believe, mapping out all the pylons, getting all those. Let me just make sure. Where are you? Oh, magic liquid. Chroma collector requires enchanted fabric, which is from Thaumcraft. So that is going to take a while. Then this elemental awareness is essentially get all the colors for the pylon thing. And I was going to repair this here beacon. Need to figure out what's missing and replace it. So I believe it's just these guys right here are missing. Yep, that was it. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my goodness, ow. Slowness 3. Fantastic. So that's how I repaired that. Pretty simple. Alright, so I think the next order of business is either craft a bunch of chromatic flowers or go into the next thing. And what are these other recipes? Interesting. So I think we're going to do a little bit of work for some glider and jetpack. So leather. You can go back in there. Single piece. And then sticks. I'll just grab a stack of you. Alright, 2 hang gliders, 1 for later in case I die, and the other for now, for when I need it. The next thing that I was thinking of doing was doing the jump pads. Pad. There it is. Bounce pad, which is a slime channel and a slime ball. Slime channel is 4 slime and a redstone, or a block of slime and a redstone. Luckily, we've got a couple of slime islands around that we can get to relatively easy. Think we're going to take along our axe. There we are. Repair it real quick since it's almost dead. And then we can head over to a slime island, mine up pretty much all the slimes, and be on our way. Because we have plenty of redstone for the time being. And I was over here, and I noticed that there is a slime island somewhere over this here forest. So I'm gonna go around finding that again and then getting up to it, and I'll get back to you guys once I am on the slime island over here. Then we can go back over to the ocean where I was for that one. In any case, be right back.